So here we go, guys. You've waited for it all weekend long. This is the final match here. Lindenwood Lions versus McKendree
Bearcats.
The Bearcats. It's not going to get any louder than this.
Oh, no, it's not going to. Yeah, it's going to get louder.
Yeah.
It's going to get louder.
Just think of the inverted of what I just said, guys. We're tired. Teams are shaking hands right now.
As we get to decide who is going to be on which lane.
And we're about to start. Michael Coffey up on lane 19 in the first frame is getting set. He is standing about 50. Ryan Patterson for McKendree is toweling his ball off here on the right lane as Michael throws a shot.
Comes in high, leaves the 4-7. Good break up the split there.
Ryan steps onto the approach, lane 20.
It's in front of the ball return.
Another high shot for Ryan.
Leaves the 3-6-10. As Michael Coffey comes back up on lane number 19 to shoot the 4-7.
Converts it nicely, almost pulls Deadwood out.
As the three power players in the booth know, we pull a lot of Deadwood out of the back of the pits there.
There's Ryan Patterson's spare attempt, and he gets it clean.
And here is Mr. Jake Daggett coming up on lane 19 for Lindenwood St. Charles. I guess we can call them Lindenwood again now.
Yeah,
there's only one Lindenwood team in this match.
Lindenwood teams we're covering. He's taking his time, really concentrating. He knows the importance of this shot. That one looks good.
Oh my.
It did look good, but
smash 7.
Just not good enough. I don't think he could have thrown it any better and just get a bad break such as that. So here is Riley Smith, who is no stranger to our MJT tournaments throughout the year, for McKendree in the second frame on lane 20.
He had a pretty good game yesterday towards the end.
He did.
It was like 260-something, I
believe it was 67. Riley trips the 4-pin forward, strikes for McKendree.
And Mr. Daggett now shooting at the 7-pin.
And he
oh my.
misses it left. That's a tough early disappointment for Lindenwood.
Stephen Jarvis now up on lane 20 for McKendree. McKendree's gone spare strike first 2 frames. Little mini 3-step approach.
That's way out right.
Comes in light, leaves a 2-4. And Mr. Ronnie Fuchita now for Lindenwood.
He's lining up about 50 as well.
Remember being taught as a young bowler.
Looks good.
And a roll 2. The Tommy Jones roll 2 pin.
Gets that lucky break that they missed in the second frame.
You know, I was taught as a kid, never dip your shoulder, never dip your shoulder. His shoulder was pointed straight down to the ground.
Yeah, but that's his style, and it
exactly
works, and it pays for him.
Stephen Jarvis chops the 2-4. Leaves an open frame, 48 now in this third.
Here is Ben Pallardy up on lane 19 in the fourth frame, working on a strike. Looking to capitalize on that open from McKendree.
A two-hander.
Boom! Great shot for Ben Pallardy. Great shot. As Greg Young is stepping up now on lane 20.
It's a double for Lindenwood. And brings takes the lead by 10.
Great shot. Answers right back.
Blitz the rack. And now Kyle Sherman, the anchor bowler for Lindenwood, comes up on lane 19. And he's even further left.
They know that, they're probably using this lane as an advantage because the ball return is not in their way.
Exactly.
They can take their full 4 and 5 step approaches and not have to worry about a shortened step. Kyle makes a good shot.
That is pure.
More steps, more
Pure
speed.
as the driven snow. And A.J. Johnson for McKendree up on lane number 20.
How many feet's he gonna loft it?
How many feet left of the lane is he? He's slid in about 58. I'm sorry, 48, and comes in high. I don't even think the ball got right at 20 though.
No.
I was
Definitely
watching the summer shootout a couple years back when Ryan Smith came back and he was bowling with I can't think of the guy's name, older gentleman, and he says, "I'm on 57, throwing it over 39."
Well, that was. I'll tell you a moment of this after this shot here from Michael Coffey. 10
Great
back.
shot.
That was
great,
beautiful.
great shot.
Brian Valenta on the Badger Show this year was loft city. I mean, he was probably lofting the ball 15, 18 feet out there on the 52-foot Badger pattern and was just destroying them. Bill O'Neill just bowled a little bit of a better game to win that title.
A.J. Johnson spares in the 5th. They are trailing Lindenwood, who has a 4-bagger right now, as Jake Daggett steps up in the 7th.
He missed that 7-pin in the second frame. Let's see how much that's going to affect him now.
Hopefully he can capitalize and keep this string alive for Lindenwood.
They're at 2-0 pace, 2:08 pace. Kendrick can strike out for all the way for 238. That was a good shot. That was a good shot. He didn't like it.
No. But
He
it was
did not
great.
like it, but my goodness, I thought that was pure off his hand.
5 in a row for Lindenwood
That was a beautiful shot.
here in the first game of the final.
Ryan Patterson, the 1-6 bowler, up for McKendree on lane 20.
Taking his 1 step. You got that one out. That might get back.
No, just a little light, leaves the 2-pin.
Looked like he was a little too far behind that one.
Yeah.
I think if you're that far left, you really need to get your side roll going so it gets back. I mean, you're really forcing it through the mid lane, and it's got to have enough revs to get back from there, and I just don't think he had it.
Especially taking that few steps. It seems like they got the speeds right, except they're trying to like muscle it a little bit more.
Yeah. Let's see if he can convert.
Covers the single pin.
Ronnie Fujita now. And if you're looking on your screen, look where he's lining up. I mean, it doesn't even look like he's look,
And he
takes
just
another
moves more.
step.
You can see the full gutter in between him.
Yeah. Brooklyn carries. I don't think you're going to get a consistent slide in between the gutters on the approach.
No.
How many times have we stuck shooting 10 pins? Well, that's where you slide.
Exactly. So here is Riley Smith again for McKendree. McKendree has a 9 spare in the 6th.
87 in the 5th.
That looked like a good shot, just a little high. Maybe his ball speed was slow on that one.
Yeah.
Leaving the 3-pin.
Ben Pallardy, the 2-hander, the twin spinner.
His last ball was an excellent shot.
That one was just as good.
Tripping 4-pin, just a little high, but that's all right.
Results are all you need.
That's 7 in a row for Lindenwood. Riley runs down to spare.
That should give him game number 1 here.
Yeah, easily. Here is the anchor, Kyle Sherman. Little wide.
Yeah, he got that one. He got that one right real quick. Angle just looked really steep.
Yes, Steve Jarvis for McKendree.
Takes no time.
Gets a bad
Shaker
break.
7 area. And a little blower 7 there.
See if Kyle can convert his bucket. And he does. Let's see if they put a substitute in it or not. Doesn't look like they will.
Steven Jarvis covers the 7-pin there. Did Kyle just move even further left?
I can't tell.
Would it surprise you?
No, wouldn't surprise me. I'm just asking.
Now I can see both gutters in the picture from the camera.
Yeah, I guess he did take another step left.
See, that looked like the same exact shot as that he did in the first ball attempt. You know, here's the thing that I noticed, and I know there was only one bowler that I noticed that did it, was Jesse Mapp. He stood basically where he would in front of the ball return.
Yeah.
On the left lane, so he was still taking those 3 steps.
Yeah. So 241 for Lindenwood.
Here's A.J. Johnson, anchor for McKendree Bearcats. They can max out at 205 this game.
And he is left. Nice loft. Maybe just a little too much.
He's going to be really happy to get off this lane, I can tell.
I think lane 20 is a little slicker than 19.
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, so we're going to be interesting to see how Lindenwood attacks lane 20 after such a good game on the dry lane. AJ hooks at the 2-8 and picks it. AJ is going to take his fill shot.
That one looked
much better. Much better. I think he cut his loft in half and let the ball roll on more of the lane. And it was a great shot by AJ. So now teams are switching lanes. For game number 2. You see a team huddle for McKendree there on the left. And Lindenwood looks to be wasting no time as Michael Coffey is getting ready to step up and start game number 2. Now, if Lindenwood wins, they will be forced to do a final, which will take place on lanes 21 and 22. Michael is standing in front of the ball return again, just like McKendree was.
But he's further right than AJ was.
Yeah, I think so too. Looked like a halfway decent shot, just a little high, leaving the 4. Ryan Patterson steps up for McKendree to start game number 2. Now, he doesn't seem to be as far left as Lindenwood was.
I think he was.
Oh. I hope 19's not walled out. Although that might benefit Lindenwood because they will get, if they win this game, well, no, yeah, if they lose, they'll get back on their good lane on 19. Although McKendree might fry it out again. Here, Lindenwood goes for his 4-pin and converts it greatly. Riley Smith steps up now on lane 19. That ball checked early. 8 count.
Oh, he's got the sleeper back there. Leaves the 3-6-9.
Oh.
Yeah.
3-6-9.
Is this Jake Daggett?
Yeah, this is Jake Daggett. Jake misses the headpin right. That lane must be slicker.
Yeah.
It really must be. Hopefully they'll make an adjustment. The third bowler, Ronnie, will make an adjustment.
Nice cover on that spare, especially with the sleeper there. Jake Daggett shooting at the 1-2-4. Hooking at the 1-2-4.
Here comes Steven Jarvis for McKendree up on 19.
Gets
Great
the 10
shot.
out there.
Great shot. That gives McKendree an early lead.
Who do you think has the best look out there
Oh,
on both teams?
Ben Pallardy.
That I definitely agree with.
I really do.
Ronnie got that one inside.
Is he going to get lucky?
Got a little lucky, tripped out the 6, leaves the 10 only.
Ronnie looks like his release is a little rough, at least for me. Kyle's got a pretty decent look. Yeah, either him or Jake for sure.
Greg Young for McKendree on lane 19. See if he can capitalize on Steven Jarvis' strike here.
Great shot from McKendree. Capitalizes on their early lead.
Increases it to 14.
Ronnie going for his 10. Knocks it down. That's 4 straight spares for Lindenwood to start game number 2. McKendree's got an early lead, and A.J. Johnson, I don't know what's going on here, but they're, looks like I think they're begging for the turkey. That's what's going on.
Thanks, Jake.
Yeah.
Got to be a hunter to know that.
Apparently. I thought they were going, like the shark fin, and they got it. Whenever
Thanksgiving
they did,
came early for McKendree there on that frame.
whenever they did, it worked. You can tell the women's bowling got done before the men because they're here cheering them on.
Here's Ben Pallardy. Taking the, didn't go quite balking on there, but took a moment. Regroup.
Well, Jason, so much for getting out here at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, hey, I thought we were going to be out here by 3, so joke's on me.
Well, this happened yesterday, too. You're like, oh, yeah, we'll be done by 4. No problem.
I know. Well, that's what the expectation was, but,
Comes in high.
yeah, leaving it 3. If he converts, it'll be 4 straight spares for Lindenwood. So Ryan Patterson is now stepping up on the approach on 19 here for McKendree, trying to keep that string of strikes alive.
He's further left than Kyle Sherman was this football.
I think so too.
Yes.
Because I can see like 2 boards on lane 18. But that might be a good shot. Oh.
Good job, Bo Burtoning him there.
I was about to say, if these guys run a really big string like Lindenwood did in the last match, you know, I'd be glad for Lindenwood. Hey, look, we got to finish on the strong lane. Hey, look, the Rams are on.
Yeah, I think they just did something good because everybody's cheering. So back to bowling.
Sorry, guys.
We digress.
Here's Ryan Patterson going for the split.
Good try.
Oh.
The pins bounce here. They fly. So now, Mr. Kyle Sherman.
Looking to get
Definitely gonna
the
be in front of the ball
strike
return
train
here.
started. He's
That's what
almost
the
left
anchor
of the ball return.
That's what that's what the anchor bowler's here for.
Great
Kyle
shot.
Sherman.
Great shot.
Let's hope that can get the Lindenwood Lions.
Roaring.
Somebody found a nut.
McKendree comes in just a little high, leaving a 6 count. 3,
Yep.
6, 9, 10.
I've seen a lot of people actually start throwing their plastic ball straight and hard at this, like hard at the 3-9s.
Yeah.
Ball. I do it, but that's just me.
I throw it at just right of the 3-pin, but that's on a house shot.
Yeah,
I mean, these lanes are scorched.
that's an understatement.
So, who knows?
I think I could let a match on these lanes probably.
Probably could.
So Ryan,
Michael
correction,
Cough.
Michael Coffey gets it
There
going.
we go. Come on.
Kyle Sherman started it, and Michael keeps it going. Lindenwood looking to get the strike train a-rolling. Riley Smith now looking to convert his 6 count. And he hooks at it and gets it.
Yep.
That's because he's got more hand than all of us combined in the booth here.
I'm getting some back now.
Stop it.
Me and Jake would equal 20 revs. Jason negates 4 from our total.
Now hold on a second. You have not seen me bowl, Matt.
Okay.
And Jason
That's
hasn't
true.
seen me since I've been working with a coach. So
Oh, you've been working with a coach. All right, so up in the 7th frame here.
Jake Daggett.
We have Jake Daggett. Lane 20. And it's dead silent in here, except for the open part.
3, 2, 1.
Boom.
Great shot.
3 in a row for Lindenwood through
They
5,
have
6, and
figured-
7 frames.
They have figured out that right lane. It's that key communication. Stephen Jarvis comes in
4
high. Yeah, just leaves that 4-pin there.
Lindenwood's at 75 in the 4th. They have the 3-bagger, and then McKendree it had 98 in the 4th, and then they've gone strike 8-1, 6 spare, and 9 spare. So
Counts even again,
yep.
which is crucial.
But Lindenwood has not opened yet, and McKendree has won, so that should hopefully draw it back to an even pace now.
So if Lindenwood wins, they will move over to lanes 21 and 22 for a final.
That's what we've been calling it today.
Yeah, so if you're just joining us, a final, you have to lose by 2. You have to lose 2 matches to be out, I should say.
All right, so that one jumped a little high, leaves the 3-6.
Lindenwood has lost 1 match in this tournament so far. McKendree is undefeated. So if McKendree loses, they will have to play another 3-game Baker match.
shot.
Great shot. He must have balled down. He moved about 20 boards right than where everybody else was playing.
Yeah.
Start coming at the back of the ball a little bit more.
And that's a great play.
Oh my.
Yeah, lucky break there for Ronnie.
So it looks like McKendree's going to let
Ben
Pallardy go
in the 9th. I think he's got the best look on the team right now. See if we get back to strike. Great shot.
Great shot with Ben Pallardy.
Great shot. Get that train rolling again for Lindenwood.
All right,
They're
so
up
let's
by
look
8.
let's look where they're at.
They're up by 8.
And they both have a strike going into the 10th.
A.J. Johnson strikes out. It's going to be 225 for McKendree.
Lindenwood needs the first 2 and 2 pins.
3 pins, yeah.
AJ makes a good shot.
Gets the 10 out. You know, the great part is, look at him. He's just like, hey, threw another shot. Not really any, no hoop, no hollering. He knows he's got to throw one more still.
All right, Kyle's up now.
Kyle Sherman's taking his time. That looks pretty good.
Yes.
Dead flush.
McKendree strikes here. That'll force Kyle to double.
Great shot again. And once again,
Textbook.
no, I mean, you know, a little bit more violent hand slapping, but other than that,
I'm looking at one of the kids' face. He's like, ow.
Kyle Sherman to get Lindenwood into the second final. Comes high, leaves a 4-pin. 202. Spare here will be 222. A.J. Johnson needs 8 pins to force game 3 of match number 1 of the final of the varsity tournament, the 2014 Lindenwood Lions Classic.
Ball's on the way.
That's it. That's 9.
Enough. That's enough, and he knows it. What a shot.
224 for McKendree in that game.
What a finish for A.J. Johnson.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
So this takes us to game number, this is game number 3, right? Yeah, we're coming up here on game number 3. Lindenwood needs this win, needs to win this game to move on to another match with McKendree. If McKendree wins this match, McKendree is your champion.
So here starts game number 3. One game all. Oh, great shot to start this match. Now that's a statement. McKendree knows the pressure of this situation. Ryan Pedersen now up on lane 20, looking to answer right back. And does.
Wow.
He does.
I'm sure each team had the pre-team meeting was like probably went something like, guys, time to put the hammer down.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
I mean,
Here's Jake Daggett. Second frame for Lindenwood. Strike up for both frames. Strike up for both teams, excuse me.
Almost Brooklyn, but that's a bad break.
Comes in high, leaves the 6-7.
Looked like his speed was, he slowed down just a hair.
So here's Riley Smith from McKendree. Great shot
from
Riley.
McKendree. That's an exclamation point on that opening here through 2 frames.
I know it's early, Matt. Do you go for the split here?
Oh, man. He did.
Oh!
And he missed it.
I mean, I think it's early enough you can go for it. You know, I understand it's 2 pins and count.
Yeah, but this is
for the champion.
yeah,
If you lose, you go home.
exactly.
It's that kind of thing.
I guess I would go
If it
for
was
the split.
McKendree,
Yeah,
we
I
maybe
would go
claim
for
a
the
different
count.
thing.
Yeah.
But who knows?
If this was day 1, opening match, no.
Yeah, exactly. So, Steven Jarvis, third frame. Comes in light, leaves a shaker 4-8. And here is Ronnie Fujita.
If I remember, Ronnie threw some good shots on this
Ronnie
lane.
threw some really good. He had one Brooklyn, I think, but
a
his
carry.
first shot was pure as driven snow.
Let's see if he can repeat.
That's what started the 6-bagger last time.
That ball just never got up either.
Yeah, leaves the 2-4-8. So Steven Jarvis on the 4-8 combination now. Covers it. Ronnie Vegeta shooting at the 2-4-8 now. Covers it.
Converts.
26 in the second, spare up in the third for Lindenwood. They trail by 22 pins going into frame number 4. Spare up for both teams. And here's Greg Young on lane 20 for McKendree. He's had a pretty good showing so far in this championship match.
That ball's going to get up. Oh, my God.
Oh, my. Crumbles the bucket. Are you kidding me?
Somebody go buy that kid a lottery ticket.
And here's Ben Pallardy, the twin spin.
The twin spin. I like that. Great look, man. He
Spun
has
them all
been
down.
striking
He is.
every time he's up.
He is. He proves why he was on the all tournament team. That right there.
A.J. Johnson was also on the all-tournament team
He's up in the 5th frame right now.
I believe Riley Smith was too.
I think so, yeah.
No.
Are they going for the turkey?
No, they're not. Okay,
So
I guess
maybe
I was
this,
wrong.
maybe this
Really
doesn't mean
confused.
they're going for the turkey.
Oh, my.
Maybe they thought they were going for the turkey, did the cheer, and then
And
got the
jinxed them.
split and jinxed themselves.
Okay. Our
So,
statistician here. Emily
so,
Hines.
so we've been told that the cheer that they're doing is for a hanging.
Hanging, yes. Okay. Now that makes sense.
Oh, all right.
All right. Kyle Sherman throws a great shot there. Throws a double for Lindenwood. In this crucial match for them, they need to win to move on to another match against McKendree. A.J. Johnson here, shooting at the 2-8-10.
Oh,
Gets 2. Almost the bounce out.
Yep.
46 in the 3rd for Lindenwood with a double up. 5th frame, McKendree, 96. All square.
squaw.
It's still good to see that they have some lighthearted moments in this crazy environment here. Michael Coffey up, 6th frame. Looking to put a 3-bagger on the board.
Brooklyn.
Oh my!
10-pin.
Wait for it. Nope. It was
No.
short, and it was short, and the machine was getting it anyway. So.
Stop the rack. Stop the rack.
So right now McKendree holds a 1-pin lead. Here is Ryan Patterson.
Oh,
my, another bucket
Crumbling
crumbles.
bucket. That's kind of got to put a dagger into Lindenwood's heart right there.
It's so
They're not-
I agree
hard
with you
not
They're not out of it, but crumbling
it's
buckets
so
like that.
hard not to be affected by those.
Yeah.
It really isn't, especially when the other team is cheering as loud as McKendree is and as loud as their fans are. It's a good spare for Michael Coffey.
Riley Smith steps up on lane 20. Let's see if he can get some luck. McKendree wins this game, they win it all.
Yes, they do.
So Lindenwood only trails by a stick.
Oh, too high.
310 baby
split.
split.
That's easily pickable, though.
And it's easily not pickable.
You got that right, especially on this hard shot.
Yeah.
I think we've seen this split miss more than not today.
Yeah. But here is Jake Daggett. 7th frame for Lindenwood.
Easy
Spare up in the
strike.
6th. It's a huge spot for him.
The Englishman.
Delivers the crumpets on that one there. Here's Riley Smith shooting at the 310.
And
Covers
gets
it.
like it was nothing.
Still a 1-pin match through 7. The only difference now, the strike is with Lindenwood. Here is Ronnie Fujita.
Ryan
He
needs
is-
to double, put the pressure back on.
He is moved even further left.
Holy cow, he's on. Look at him on the screen.
Oh,
my! Wow, that's intense.
The 8-pin was
We're
thinking,
going-
maybe
don't
not,
thi-
maybe not.
You guys don't think that they want this? You're crazy. Steven Jarvis now to respond. 8th frame for McKendree.
Oh, too high.
Yep, leaves with 3-6.
Somebody knows with Ronnie's last shot. Yeah, he started further right, but where he planted his foot was in the same spot.
There's Ben Pallardy.
The twin spin.
He's throwing good shots all day, and there's one more.
Why wouldn't he do it again? That's a three-bagger for Lindenwood.
How many of those has he thrown in a row? He's got to be getting close to 12.
Yeah, I don't know what he did in the semi or the semifinal match.
I don't think he hasn't missed yet in this match.
I don't think he has
either. No, I don't think so. So here's the anchor, Kyle Sherman.
235 max for Lindenwood. 214. This hit, they'll move on to another match. Anything less, it's all possible still. Oh my. And there's a bucket for Kyle Sherman. Best they can do now is 211. Greg Young. Greg Young needs a strike here to keep McKendree's chances alive. All right, it's only a 10 pin. Gives him 153 in the eighth. Kyle Sherman picks this. They'll just need count to move on to the next match. Covers it. And it looks inevitable. It looks inevitable, but we may be going to a final match. Covers the single pin, does McKendree.
Max out, what, 205 for McKendree?
McKendree can max out at 203. Kyle Sherman just needs 3 pins here.
All he has to do is keep it on the lane.
That's enough. And Lindenwood will force a final match for the varsity men's title in the 2014 Lindenwood Lions Classic presented by Brunswick.
You're getting very good with this, Jason.
Been saying it enough, you know.
Oh, I know.
And AJ leaves a flat 10 there. It's all apropos now.
Okay, guys, while we're switching pairs here, I'm going to switch cameras. We're going to have Sean Bybee from McKendree's JV team number 1 here as a guest speaker real quick. So let's ask him a couple questions.
All right.
What's up, guys?
Welcome, Sean. How are you?
Not too bad, you?
Good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, how long have you been bowling for McKendree now?
This is my 3rd year. I'm a junior.
It's the 3rd year, okay. And when did you actually start the sport of bowling?
I started really young. I was about 3 or 4 years old.
Oh.
With my parents, so.
You're 20 now? Okay.
Yep.
Feel old.
You and me both, buddy. You and me both.
All right, so how'd you attack the lanes yesterday?
Yesterday, we didn't really know. I mean, the track was kind of squirrely on us. If you get it in the track early, it went through the nose. But we kind of figured out going into today that learning from yesterday, we had to be more off the back of it. Couldn't go around it too much, otherwise pattern just jumped on you. So today for our JV1, we were fairly successful. Ran into Newman. They were very strong today, but we just try to stay off the back of the ball a little bit more. Something not as aggressive, try to stay off the back of it.
All right, so you're watching continuing live coverage of the 2014 Lindenwood Lions Classic. This is the championship match of the men's varsity team, McKendree versus Lindenwood. I am Jason Woolham, joined by Jake Bundy and
Sean Bybee.
sorry, bud, I forgot, from from McKendree JV1 team.
I think it's going to be a fun match, guys.
It's going to be a really good match.
Yeah, like I was telling these guys earlier, you could probably cut the tension with the knife right now. It's going to be that thick.
I believe it. Looking at 19 and 20, it felt like 19 had that wall, but now they're on a different pair. I don't know how they're going to play. So
I don't know either. It's going to be really interesting. So it looks like
I think 21-22 is drier than 19 and 20 was.
Okay.
And I
So-
think 20 was wetter than 19 was from what I saw.
So it looks like Michael Coffey is going to start out for Lindenwood on 22. Comes in high, leaves the 6'10". And this is Ryan Patterson for McKendree. Oh, gets the 10 out late there. So Michael Coffey making his attempt at the 6'10 spare.
Oh.
somebody's spoken it or talking.
Not a full Wichita windmill, but you know, not even like half. But
Saw something you didn't like.
I understand. This is Riley Smith. They are just throwing it really good right now.
Looks like he's throwing an uproar.
That's like half the team right now, I think.
So how you like being a commentator sit-in for right now?
It's not my first time, but it's kind of interesting being in college. I mean,
Yeah.
some of the MJTs is a little different. So
Yeah.
it's been looking like this whole tournament that left lane is the one you really got to attack if you want to go up in your win column.
Yeah, good
Exactly.
thing you got plenty of room to move left.
It's very true.
Now, are you good in front of the ball return?
I'd rather be in front of the ball return than super deep on the left lane, believe it or not.
I understand.
I don't loft it a ton.
Covers
but
that spare, yeah. I saw something interesting. Jesse Mapp was bowling, and he would take this normal, like his three-step approach like he would on the left lane that he would on the right lane. So it was kind of just interesting. So here's Stephen Jarvis.
He's had a pretty good look all day too, from what I've seen.
Oh! Are you kidding me?
Somebody buy that kid a lottery ticket.
Holy cow! Unbelievable through chip 3-6-10 for a three-bagger for McKendree to start. Here is Jake Daggett standing in front of the ball return. Oh, that was a good shot from Jake. Just wrap that 10. Looks like he's throwing that LT48 from Brunswick.
I think all of
I think all of them are throwing the LT48. Yeah. That ball is really good too. There's not a company out there putting bad stuff out right now. There's really not.
No, there isn't.
No. So here is Greg Young. Oh, flat 10 there.
Yeah, Greg's definitely throwing his high road. I spoke about it a little bit earlier, but that's definitely his high road. A little more shine on it.
Tell you what, every bowler so far in this match has hit pocket. It's just, that last little inch of carry you guys need.
And the hardest part about it on the lane play where they are right now is actually getting the ball to go through the pins.
Oh, I'm imagine.
See, I kind of noticed Greg as well as Jake Daggett are one of the few players here in this tournament this weekend that actually don't use a spare ball at their spares. So
I was gonna say, yeah. Do you use a spare ball at everything?
this weekend I didn't. But,
Okay.
He has no problem with them.
No, I understand. I mean, I know, like, Norm Duke out on tour doesn't use a spare ball. He just, flattens his hand in that. And there's some things like the 2-8 and stuff like that.
I've noticed for certain like houses, I should use a spare ball. Like older wood houses, no matter how flat I try and throw the ball, it still will roll out that last little foot or last 6 inches or so.
And
So now we figured out this is hanging.
Yes.
the shark you'll see is a hanging. Happens when possibly 4, but one of your guys misses on the strike, and it goes up to a tally for a fun thing we do.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we thought it was like a sign for like a turkey, because I was like, okay, I could see like being the beard
but
of
see,
a turkey.
the first time we saw it was when he was actually going for a turkey, so it didn't work very well.
Logically, it made sense, but
Yeah. Ryan Fitchie is shooting at 310. Chops it. So we've probably seen that chopped more than picked.
I think I've seen it picked twice. Once by McKendree.
Yeah. Yeah, they did pick it, I think, in the last match as well.
Yeah, within the last 2 or 3 matches, probably.
So here's A.J. Johnson shooting at the 6'10 here. We've got a 97 in the fourth. He doesn't miss many spares, does he?
Not very often. Not very often.
No, and if you watched him in that last match when he threw those 2 that he needed to hit, yeah, he was slapping the hands a little harder. His demeanor didn't change.
Nope.
And bends up. Whoa.
What?
Wow.
Wow. That 6-pin wrapped real hard and high around that 10 there. So here's Ben Pallardy shooting at a spare.
I'm not sure he knows what those.
I don't know what those are.
It's part of this weekend.
He's like, Coach, come here. What's that?
What do I do? Now does he throw two-handed at spares? I don't remember, to be honest.
I think he does, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah, we'll find out in a moment.
Yeah, I haven't seen him throw a spare yet, so.
Okay, he does. He throws a plastic ball.
Ooh.
And
missed it. Ooh.
He doesn't get enough practice.
Coach, I have him shooting some spares this weekend.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. So
If the coach not making him do it, he'll do it himself.
that's okay. That's okay. I was in a league or on a team that we had. It was $5 for a single pin miss. Oh.
I'll be shooting a lot of spares for our own tournament next week and missed quite a few this weekend.
Yeah.
Not happy about it, but
You ever bowled Peterson?
nope, not yet.
So Ryan Patterson up, 6 frame. That one looks a little inside. Yep, leaves the 3-6-10.
Kyle Sherman?
Anchor of Lindenwood.
Now for ladies and gentlemen back home, if you want to see who can really work the ball return, this kid is smooth.
Oh,
I
my
mean,
gosh.
I wish I was as smooth from 3-stepping. So
The first time I ever saw Kyle bowl a tournament, it was the non-champions PBA Regional St. Charles Lanes. He was 17 years old, and he ends up taking second.
yeah,
He led the tournament qualifying at like 240 on Viper. You were there, Jason.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was that one.
he's got a PBA title this year, doesn't he? Or,
Yeah,
regional title?
he has a regional title. He wasn't a member, but
Yeah,
that's still a title. I don't care.
Still, he's
Just
like,
don't get a
he's
banner
like
or
19
whatever.
years old. I mean, I know a lot
Hey,
of
that's one way to pick it, you know.
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I mean, Kyle's probably going to be one of the next up-and-comers. I mean, you know, he finished in the top, like 125 at junior gold last year, the year before.
Yep, one team masters this year.
Yeah, he's
Arguably the best freshman in the country.
Oh,
I put him and Greg Young up there for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
easily.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see these two buying for Rookie of the Year.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Definitely. So here's Michael Coffey. That was a good shot there from
Yep.
him.
Nothing but 10 back there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's the only one not throwing the LT-48, actually. It looks like one of the Radical balls, but I'm not sure which one. One of the Yetis. So here's Riley.
Wow.
Gets the Wally. The old Dick Weber special. So here is Mr. Daggett. I hope his mom's still up watching in England.
It's an early morning.
That's way late. Yeah, it's like probably
Yeah,
About
but you
about
know,
1 o'clock.
1
About 1
Yep.
o'clock, yeah.
yeah, but you know what? It's her son. Doesn't
So
matter.
watch. Oh, yeah.
Parents are weird people. I say that with love, I promise.
And there's a strike for Mr. Daggett.
Ball on course, got you on 15 minutes practice.
Mr. Jarvis now. Strike up at the 7th, 134 in the 6th for
Let's see if he can get another
McKendree.
amazing strike.
Oh. Yeah, it just looked like he just did not look clean out of his hand. Just like he didn't get off that one, get clean through that one. Leaves the 1-2-4-8.
He stayed right a lot longer in the field today, too. I know up until 2 matches ago, he was still playing the gutter with a 2 or solid, actually. And right now it looks like it's hysterics a little bit. If he gets it out, doesn't do anything. If he gets it in, it's too much. But I think his ball down's a fusion, possibly.
There's Mr. Fujita with a can opener, and that's 4 in a row for Lindenwood.
Got a late charge coming here.
Yeah.
This one's going to come down to the wire, I got a feeling.
Oh my.
I'll put my money on 3 games.
I didn't
put my money
expect.
on 3 games.
Oh, easily.
It's going to go. It's been.
This has got to go down to 3 games easily.
Yep, we've been here all day.
Why not?
I was here all day yesterday. You know,
I
it's
did
going to
not,
happen.
and I didn't think Steven Jarvis missed that spare. And he was shocked too. So 162 in the 8th for McKendree. They can strike out for 222. Here's Ben Pallardy. He got a little fast with that one, I think. 2-8'd. See, I think now that we start talking about him, he hasn't missed and all that thing.
His ears are burning.
Yeah, exactly. So here's Greg Young. Foundation frame, 9 frame for McKendree. 162 in the 8th. Looking to put a strike on the board and get McKendree back on that strike train. Oh my!
Get it
And
out.
hit it, and how did that not fall? That was a great shot right there. This is a huge spare for Mr. Pallard, for Ben Pallardy right here. Because they could spare, if he spares here, strikes out, they can still win by 1. Covers it perfectly. That is definitely not easy on this pattern right now.
Yeah, and I was thinking about this earlier, and no offense to Kyle, it seems like Kyle's had a little bit rougher time scoring today than Ben has. I think Ben's thrown more strikes today than Kyle.
No, I agree. I definitely agree with that.
It's not a
from what
bash
we've
at
seen.
Kyle by any means. It's just I
No.
thought if you put Ben in anchor, give him 1 more strike per game, you know.
I mean, the philosophy we use here in McKendree is usually you want your 1 guy being your most accurate, and then our 5 guys typically the guy who can create the most room. For us,
Right.
obviously, it's
That
AJ
makes-
Johnson.
Yeah, exactly. It makes
For-
sense as you see Kyle Sherman standing in front of the ball return.
Standing on the 47th board.
We're not sure about that,
In
but
the parking lot.
yeah.
Brian Voss. That was the guy's name I was trying to think of.
Oh, and it comes in
Wow.
high. Oh no. A 6, 7, 10 at the worst opportune time.
Yeah. Yeah, Brian Voss at the team shootout. He goes 56, 57, 57 and a half.
That's. You're right. I forgot about that. Okay.
Throws it, leaves a 10 pin. Okay, go back to 57.
He actually makes quarter board moves. That's
Yeah, I
one of
know.
his clinics.
I've heard that. Yeah.
You preached that. I was like, I don't know how you make a quarter board, but
So here's AJ Johnson. Wow. Hey, it's not how. It's how many's up on the board.
Oh, right.
And that's a
exactly.
strike.
Kyle's going to have to bank this one off at the wall here to put a little pressure on.
Put a little
It's
pressure.
Plaza.
It's Plaza.
This place
It's
does
Plaza.
bounce.
Oh, gave that a run, but McKendree will take game 1 in the championship match here
Yep.
at the 2014 Lindenwood Lions Classic presented by Brunswick. Now I know throughout the tournament, give another guy a fill ball in that. Right now, you just let AJ throw, right?
That's exactly what I would do. I mean, I feel like everybody's got a line.
Yeah. You're not. You haven't. I don't think I've seen these 5 change. I don't think I've seen McKendree have a person throw a fill ball.
Earlier on,
last-
the only change we had was I think Billy Goodman was in the lineup.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I've seen him in the last,
No.
since the semifinals really, because that's when they've been the closest to us.
You're looking at probably 5 of the better guys we have in our program. They're
That's-
playing left, so
Oh, exactly.
play your strong point.
That is definitely understandable.
Yeah. That another thing from that team shootout was what's his name? Robert Smith was there.
Oh,
And
boy.
he's like, well, last time I was here, I was in front of the ball return, throwing it 14 feet down the lane. Let's see what it does today. Bam. Well, that's where I'm starting.
he's been doing.
He's living in Japan now, I think, or
He-
has he
I
moved
think
back?
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Yeah, that's
Coaching
right.
for Hong Kong's team.
He's been experimenting with like different, like where the center of gravity is and the pins. Now he's been posting some videos on Facebook. Some friends with him, and it's been some really quite interesting stuff. That if you get a chance, I think he has posted the videos on YouTube, but I'm not sure. But you may want to try and check that out. It's a really, really interesting look at how if you move the center of gravity to with the neck or down the bottom, it really affects the carry completely different. So here we go, game number 2. This is Michael Coffey. Got that one a little wide, leaves the 2-pin. And Ryan Patterson now up. Standing in front of the ball return on lane 22. That little abbreviated 3-step approach. That one hydroplaned a little. He got that one left. Tried to lead on it. Didn't get it down. Just the 10-pin only, though.
Got a little bit of a lead on what Coffey's throwing. It's either a Aura Mystic or that's what we're thinking so far. So
Okay.
Yeah, those colors look about right.
Yeah, actually, yeah, the Mystic Aura was like a gold
Golden black.
gold black, yeah, so.
it's either a Mystic Aura or a Triple X Nexus, and I'm banking more
That's
on
true.
the Aura.
Yeah, it's either one of those, or if it had that blue in it that I thought it did, it's that one Radical ball. I think it's the Yeti. I don't remember which Yeti it is.
Not sure.
Yeah, so.
See, I know the Uncaged is purple and yellow, but
You what?
the Uncaged is purple and yellow, but it's the only one I can play.
Yeah, I think that's the one I'm thinking of, but I think it's probably Mystic Aura. I think you're probably right, so. Spare each for both in the first frame here. Here is Jake Daggett. Up in the second frame. That one went high.
Didn't really like that one off his hand either.
No. So leaves the baby split, the 310. Wonder how many more times I'm going to say that today.
We got a rally from the parking lot next to the parking lot now.
Oh
Wow.
my. And that goes through the face. Greek Church. 4, 6, 7, 9, 10.
And we are looking at Riley Smith's low ball in his bag, so gonna have to make a hand position change or something with that one. So
Yeah. He just knew that off his hand. He was like, yep, I got it. Beautiful spare conversion. So now you go for the count here.
yeah,
Yeah,
I already said
okay.
go for the count.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's too early in the match.
I understand. It was a question we had earlier with like the
Do you go for it or do you not go for
4-9. I don't remember if it was 6-7 or 4-9 or something. It was early in one of the matches. I think it was Lindenwood that had it, but it was there was like do or die in that last game.
It was 6-7. It was
Yeah, it was 6-7.
It was Daggett.
And there's the wall shot from Mr. Fujita. The 4-5-7 fall 8.
I mean, if it's back half the game and game's close,
Yeah.
run the risk of going for it. I'd say take the count but hit it hard.
If
Go
it's the
for it.
first game.
Beautiful
match.
shot.
First game of 3, take the count, be safe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's more valuable.
Yeah, but I think in the position that Lindenwood was in, you got to kind of go for it. you're down. They probably are. I think they had thrown the double already, so just go for it. Here's Ben Pallardy, lane 21, comes in high.
Messenger?
No, just lays on it.
We had that issue come up in our final match that we had earlier. Down by 15 to Newman and at 210. And we were going to sub somebody in to shoot. I told him no. I was like, I'm going to try to go for it. And picked it to give us a 4-pin deficit. So instead of taking us out of match, it gave us a chance, but fell short.
Yeah, I mean, it's really on just a case-by-case basis.
Late in the game, I think you have to go for it.
Oh, definitely.
So.
Last game of the match, 6th, 7th frame. Yeah.
Definitely.
Great
Yeah, with a great shot there. Gets a key double after that 5-3 in the second frame from Riley.
I feel like in the time I've been watching Greg today, he's been nothing but in the pocket.
Yeah, exactly. He is. He's been right there. And there's Mr.
He's 2 for 3 with spares today. At least on television.
I think those left sides are a little easier for him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if we got clearance for airtime on lane 22 here. Better be radioing in Lambert for this one.
The tower. Tower said it's all clear. Wow. And that's just disgusting because I can't do that from second arrow and get to hit that hard, and he can do it from second arrow on the left lane.
Yeah. Yeah. When Ricky does it at Fire and Ice, it's beautiful. He lofts it past the oil on the short lane.
Double bounce, go.
Yeah.
Hey, that's all you gotta do.
There's Kyle Sherman.
Oh.
And there's that 2-8-10 again.
Okay, let's say, wait a minute. How many does that make? I think we're up to 12 so far just today.
Gosh.
And
it's been a ridiculous
8 of them have been on 19 and 20, and probably 6 of them have been on 19.
Oh, yeah. 21. 21's been notorious from 2. So here is, excuse me, Ryan Patterson. I remembered it that time. I just had to swallow for once.
Wow.
Carries the Brooklyn. When it's your day, it's your day.
Hey, it ain't gotta be pretty. It's just gotta go back. That's all.
They don't put a B on the board. They don't do anything funny. They mark a strike there.
I mean, don't count Kyle out on the spare.
Oh,
the wall's
God,
bounce
no, not here.
Oh.
You got to hit one first, unfortunately. Have you ever picked the 2-8-10?
Yeah, I've picked it twice actually.
Oh, jeez.
Very nice.
0.
Yeah.
Best college pick of my life was down last year in Georgia for the Brunswick Southern, and I was in the lineup. Somehow, some way, my ball hit the pocket, hit the 1-3 off the bucket, plus the 7 and 10. Massive deflect, but
Wow.
caught flack for it and then turned around and picked it up for him. So
Yeah, what now? So here's Michael Coffey. And that comes in high and leaves the 3-6-10. Yeah, that definitely does look like the Mystic Aura. Now that I got a really good look at that. And remembered that ball.
I threw that ball in a demo. I was not impressed with it, but I mean, it's also my
To each
game.
their own. Yeah, to each their own. I mean, if one type of equipment fits for your game,
Yeah.
go with it. So
I think Riley's got to keep his ball speed up here.
I think so too. I don't
chance.
think a hand position changes. Probably.
He gets out there a little better. Oh.
Probably the bounce what stopped it.
Yeah, the bounce just took the few revs off that I think that may have gotten back, at least hit the pocket a little more solid. But now this is the thing here. You go for the count now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're up in the match. You go for the count.
Don't be here. I'll get the count.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh my. Chops the 3-6-10.
Especially now you go for the count.
Yeah. Yeah, 91 in the 6th. You get the count here. That's 129. It's 136. Yeah, you're up a good deal at that point. You just get the count. Take your 2. Take your medicine. Oh my. Was he trying to go for it?
Kind of looked like it a little bit.
Yeah. It's still your ahead. I mean, even if you whiff on all 3, you're still ahead, but I mean, I definitely agree with you. Just get the 2.
136 in the 7th, and they're at okay.
It's 128 in the 6th, but so 37 pins right now is the deficit. But
Yeah.
There's Mr. Daggett. Wow. I don't think he got that one far enough right.
Yeah.
So here's Mr. Jarvis. Started the 4-bagger from McKendree earlier in this game. Can he set it up now for them? There's the wall shot.
What was the recap on this? You won first game with Lindenwood?
I think McKendree won the first game.
Wow, that's a big shift. Sorry about that.
You're fine, not a problem.
I was actually thinking that in my head. I just didn't want to say anything.
I couldn't remember either. It feels like forever ago.
At this point, Ronnie, Kyle, and Ben have to be hoping for something right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they got to go off the sheet here.
No matter what.
201's their best.
Yeah, no matter what, both teams, bowled well this weekend. That's all that matters.
McKendree's on a 196 pace, so. Wow.
This left lane's just going fast.
Now, would you suggest moving, making a hand position change, or balling down at this point? If you can, I mean.
What do you tell your teammates right now? Shoot.
If I was Lindenwood, I honestly don't know what to tell you. I'd say if you're going to loft it, you got to back out of it.
Yeah.
You have to absolutely be smooth with it.
Wow.
That was a big problem yesterday. We're trying to loft it and go around it, the ball would check mark. As soon as we kind of backed out of it and lofted it, the ball sat in the pocket.
Yeah.
It was at least 9 for you.
Covers the spare there. So still got 188 left off the board. It's a huge spare for Greg Young here. He'll just force no, they need to mark 9th and 10th at this point. Great spare.
Not even worried.
He was like, what? I had it.
I got this, bro.
So here is Ben Pallardy in a must-strike situation for Lindenwood.
He's done it in the whole tournament. Why not
know.
now?
Why not now? That was a pure shot. Pure as the driven snow right there for Ben Pallardy.
Pure as a driven snow?
I've said that like 5 times.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
You've said that once.
So here's the story. A.J. Johnson. Striking 3. Needs a mark, really, for McKendree. Do you want anyone else throwing this ball right now?
I wouldn't.
No.
There's one person. He gets it.
Wow. He's like, not yet. The hard work's done. Heavy lifting's not yet, but we're there. And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, McKendree Bearcats are your 2014 Lindenwood Lions Classic champions, presented by Brunswick. What a great tournament for both of these colleges. No one here has anything to be ashamed of. They put on a great match. A little bit of a victory lap now.
Yeah,
for Mr. A.J. Johnson.
This is that grudge match of the year for us.
Yeah. Oh. These are two of probably the upcoming, two probably the powerhouse colleges, universities in collegiate bowling right now.
I figure we're looking at 2 college teams who last year were finalists for the Helmer Cup.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was on that team from McKendree that got swiped by Robert Morris, but then one got it last year.
Yeah.
I'm happy we have such two great schools, and then
My God, yeah, exactly.
You could have asked for a better team up.
Yeah.
so, yeah.
So congratulations to the McKendree Bearcats, as I said, the varsity champions for the men's division of the 2014 Lindenwood Lions Classic. They're shaking hands. Look at this appreciative crowd here. Great tournament by all.
I'm all nervous.
No reason to be, bud. Yeah, he's new to the. God.
Welcome to the booth.
First off,
Thank you.
man, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Jason Woolham, Jake Bundy with AJ Johnson. Anchor for the anchor bowler on the McKendree team that won the Lindenwood Lions Classic this year, presented by Brunswick. Congratulations, first off.
Thank you very much.
Little bit of a nail biter there earlier on.
Yeah, a little bit. The first match was pretty close. Went back and forth. Unfortunately, one of the games had to come down to the 10th frame, but they ended up sneaking us out. Unfortunately for us, we had to get beat twice. But
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely a great match when we bowl against Lindenwood, always.
Yeah, we were talking with I forget his name.
One of your teammates.
One of your teammates, and he was talking, because you guys lost to Robert Morris last year in the national championship. Not to bring up bad memories,
Oh yeah.
but what a championship match that would be. That right there. If we could have this as a national championship match this year, McKendree and Lindenwood, that would be unbelievable. I would
Definitely.
agree.
I firmly believe that both of our teams, us and Lindenwood, could very well be in the telecast for the national championship.
Oh, absolutely. So,
Never ends. Never ends.
yeah.
So how different did the lanes play today compared to yesterday for you?
I would say there was a lot more friction in the middle part of the lane. As we started to move left, we really had to be conscious of projecting the ball right, because at any point, if the ball saw the mid lane at all early, it definitely was picking up.
And you were using what balls were you using today and yesterday?
Yesterday I threw Marvel S and a punch out, and today I threw Marvel S again on the fresh and then an uproar later on. Uproar was got down the lane a little bit further than the punch out. Punch out was just too strong off the point
You
yesterday.
definitely need something that went longer. I mean, it was as far left as you guys were today. I mean, you were. I don't think anyone lofted as hard as you did today.
It was amazing to see. I have nowhere near a rev rate that you do. I mean, I'm second arrow if that and stuff. And watching you bank the ball, lofting it about 15 feet down the lane, getting it to turn off the spot and hit as hard as it did, I can't do that from second arrow.
And sending all 10 of them back into the pit. I mean, that was beautiful. So.
It's definitely been something that has that we've tried to engrave in our games, especially in college. Patterns get burnt up so quick, the long days, and especially come time for sectional. That's something we really have to start practicing and getting used to, because at the end of the day, that's what it turns into. It's just a loft fest.
So
Exactly.
who on the Lindenwood team were you most worried about as far as like being consistent today in the last couple of matches?
Well, definitely Kyle. He's been a great bowler for Lindenwood for the past 3 years. And especially with him being the anchor. When me and him go at it at the anchor spot, it's always going to be a fun match. But I'm used to him putting up good shots always. And their leadoff bowler,
Coffee or what?
yeah, Mike Coffey, incoming freshman, and he's already made a place for himself in the Lindenwood lineup, and he's definitely been a great bowler in the youth tournaments, and definitely can't forget about him. Just might as well just put a strike up there for the first and the 5-hole.
All right.
Exactly. Well, thank you very much, AJ. We really do appreciate you
Thank you
coming
very
in.
much.
Congratulations, guys, on the win
Thank you.
again.
Nice meeting you too.
Look forward to see you guys very soon, okay?
Definitely. Thank you.
Not a problem. So that was AJ Johnson, the anchor bowler for the McKendree Bearcats.
What a tournament, guys. What a tournament.
Oh yeah.
Long day. We're
Unbelievable.
on 11 hours of coverage today. I am tired. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I'm right there.
I'm
with you.
exhausted. And I still probably got about 2-3 hours of
All
homework.
right, well, on behalf of myself, Matt Turek here, Jason Wool on my left, and our noob, Jake Bundy, We'd like to thank everybody for watching, especially those from Ireland and Alaska.
And UK.
Good night, UK. Good night, and we'll see you on the next event.